Look at him go over there.
LA! After you get everything get with that screwdriver, I'll get you a little pick to get in there and fine tune everything up.
Hey, he's got a chance. He might make it after all.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. This is our task for today, man, behind the scenes. We have got to figure out how to get this attached to that.
Yeah.
Separately, they're scrap metal. Together, they're valuable.
Yeah.
All right, so these are our, what are we gonna call these? New used track frames. And I'm gonna use the word new because all the rowers are brand new, idler's brand new, sprocket's brand new.
Yeah.
It's in really good shape.
Yeah, it is.
So this is a Facebook Marketplace find. Believe it or not, this come off a 336B Caterpillar excavator. There used to be a drill rig and a rock quarry, so it wasn't moved around a whole lot. Another individual bought this for the exact same reason we did. He was gonna go to top plow. These are the track frames that a lot of people are after, mostly because of the final drives and parts availability for them. And he ended up going a different route. So we're the lucky recipients. He had the whole machine for sale, but he was nice enough to whack track frames off.
Yeah.
And just tell me those.
I'll tell you what, for rough cut, he did a
he did. For just whacking these things off here as we get into this, we've been doing some measuring here this morning and explaining what's going on, but I think this is gonna work out. So, our new track pads that we're getting from Clint CNC Equipment are 31.5 inches, which means we need 16 to 17 inches from the center over, which is like exactly what we have. So, when this is all said and done, this machine's gonna be narrowed up a little bit, but that ain't gonna hurt anything.
Yeah.
This ain't a hillside machine.
Yep.
So what we're thinking.
You say that, but have you seen Farmer Chris's fields?
Oh, this is true. This is true. This is true. So what we're thinking is obviously, I think what we're thinking is obvious.
Yeah.
That needs to get welded to that plate, right?
Yes.
But there's a few things that need to happen before we do that. So we don't want to cut these pipes. This pipe and that pipe fall out in no man's land between the two supports and here. And we don't want to cut those pipes completely out of there because they still add structural support as a cross member. So we're going to cut, we got these marked, we're going to cut these right here and basically just cap them off and leave them in there for whatever they're doing. This one and this one to get our height right. We'll figure this out as we keep going, but it's basically going to get notched. And that pipe, half that pipe's going to go up in the side here and deadhead. The other half of the pipe's going to end up sliding underneath this track frame. That's actually going to put this machine riding, for my best estimates right now, what I say, 3 inches lower?
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be that much.
Well, and that measurement may change. But our new tracks we're getting from Clint are 3 inches taller.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna put us right back.
And if we're an inch one way or the other, I don't know if it really matters.
No.
It honestly don't affect plow depth because the plow can only go in the deep ground so far.
Yep.
What it may affect is how high we get the plow out of the ground. But unlike the other dozer, we really don't have an issue with that.
No.
So I say we get that pipe and this pipe cut off.
Yeah.
Get them capped, whatever we want to do. Maybe we don't even want to cap them. Maybe we just want to cut them off and get this fit up there. Once we get that one and that one cut off, then we'll get this one notched, which that should help provide a shelf to set this up there. The good news is, good or bad, the crane will lift the heavy end of this track frame.
Yeah. As they could see in the other video.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
So, yeah, I guess that's the end of this conversation because Matt Parr wants to have a conversation.
Yeah, he's a little late.
All right, let's do it to it. All right, well, Aaron's getting a head start on torching all that stuff off. I'm trying to get this laid out. Got this old concrete street I threw up here. It seems to be pretty true all the way down through there, which will give us a good reference to measure off of. We're going for 17 and a half from the center, which is 5 inches from here. So I got us a little straight edge up through here. I'm hoping we can run that torch down through there, clean that up real quick, and we'll see how that works. You can cut part of this out if you need to. Does that help you? That thing don't want to come off there. Can you cut as straight as that table? Looking good. All right, first precise cut on the track frame is made. It looks pretty good. We're gonna move that down. Do the same thing on this side. Aaron's getting that first pipe cut off. Hit that with a grinder there one time. I think that's gonna clean up just fine.
Who put that on that end?
Huh?
Who put that on that end?
My dad.
Go figure, huh?
Looks like I'm blaming that on him now.
Yeah. Can. Definitely blame that on him.
Oh, Andy's coming in right now.
That's very hot.
All right, I had to take off and chase a dog down. I don't want to talk about it. But Aaron got that one cut off, and we are perfectly straight from one side to the other. We got these cut off. I gotta make some caps to go on the end of there, but we're gonna cap those off. That'll work well. These here, what we're gonna do is notch these right here. That'll get notched along this line. We're gonna cut the top half off, and then basically that little bit of pipe will fit underneath there, just be a little bit of extra support. So we gotta cut part of this back plate off right here. We can get in there to finish marking this back one. Oh yeah, good stuff. That one's ready to cut. I'm gonna let Aaron finish clean that up a little bit. I'll get that marked. We'll get that one cut. What do you think, man, behind the scenes? That's some fancy knots there, ain't it? Think that's gonna work?
Yeah, it's gonna work.
If we don't, we'll always think it should have, right?
Yes.
All right, so I think that, I don't know, I think at some point we're just gonna figure out how to get it up there, set it down, and make sure we're not missing anything, so.
Yeah.
All right, so to make that happen, the next thing we need to do is finish getting these trued up. So we got the tops cut. We're happy with those. I got that line transferred down to cut that bottom right there. I guess we'll go ahead and cut that. I think on this side over here, Aaron, I think we can just cut this ear off right here and not even mess with that out here, because we're gonna have to get in there to cut this, you know what I mean?
I agree.
You want to cut that side? I'll get that line marked on the other side.
Yeah.
And then,
What can I do?
oh, don't you worry. We got stuff for you to do.
Like what?
You just wait.
You getting ready to see.
What?
You know, Brian turned you into the cameraman. So, all right.
No.
We're going to, I'm thinking. See, you messed up my train of thought. So if it don't fit, it's your fault. Right?
You're welcome.
Don't fit, it's your fault.
10% right. LA! It's your fault.
No, it's not.
All right. Yeah. I don't know what else to do but cut it and try it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, let's see if we get this all laid out the same. Square.
There you go.
Hang it. Left side is pretty close. Come over here and hold this. So if that's where it's supposed to be, this side over here is. Well, that side's pretty close too. We might have to cut this side. Oh no, Gunner. That might work. What do you think?
I don't know.
All right, let me grind that off there a little bit and then we'll try it. All right, so this down here comes out about right. We need to mark this vertical right here. Like so. Yeah. I think that's it. Aaron's cutting that side off. We're gonna have to figure out how to get this side marked, and it's gonna get really interesting down here because we got this little fancy gusset in the corner right there. Boy, you're pushing out number one tip to the limit there, ain't you, bud?
You want?
You're pushing that poor tip to the limit there, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Man, that looks crooked as I've measured it 3 different ways. Well, behind the scenes, I don't know if that line's right or not. I've marked it 3 times, 3 different ways, and every time it's ended up right back in the same spot. I'm hoping it's one of those optical delusions that makes it look crooked.
Yeah.
Hey,
I am too.
I want to give somebody credit, whoever cut these off there, for just not have. They knew they weren't going to have to deal with whatever they did,
Yeah.
and they did a really good job.
Yeah, they did.
Because that bottom over there,
Yeah.
we're not even going to recut it.
No, it's right on the money.
And if they weren't for sure, they definitely favored their side of the line instead of our side of the line,
Yeah.
which is paying off. And I think the other one, I could be wrong, we'll find out later, but I think the other one's even better.
Oh, the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't know what else to tell you to do, but to
Well, I'll cut this.
cut it and hope for the best.
Yep.
I'll get that other side marked.
All right.
We got that gusset plate right there. It's gonna be a little bit of a,
I don't know, man. I think I may have met my man.
I think you're pushing the limit of the #1 tip, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Your line of fire is lining up with the cut on the bottom, so that's good.
That's good. Tell you what, I'm gonna get this out of my way.
I want to eyeball that real quick. You might be in just a, man, I don't know, it looks pretty good. You might be conservative on that bottom and just leave the line. If we need to wash a little bit off, we can. It don't look bad though.
Almost the one's gone.
Hey, you want to get the old wafer wheel out?
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
It's trying. You gonna get it?
I don't know.
Moving. I bet you that's hot. Got a little knot right there, and I think you got it. I don't know, Aaron. That looks pretty damn good. Yeah. I say we leave it. We'll put that straight edge across it. Once we get the other side cut, and we'll double check it. So I got that one marked if you want to get it. Oh, I sure hope he's fit. All right, we got one more to mark and cut right here. Last one, man, behind the scenes. Don't cut this line. Cut that line.
All right.
You ready for a moment of truth?
Yes, I am.
Can we just take a quick moment to give a shout out to the air conditioner in here?
Oh yeah, we can definitely give it a shout out.
It's like 90 degrees outside.
Yeah.
We have been torching. We got the exhaust fan running.
Yeah, so you wanted to mention that 90 degrees and sunny outside. Did you want to mention that part? You want to see that? You want to see a sunny side, huh?
You want to show them the mud over there?
What mud?
Yeah.
There ain't no mud.
You ready for
Dust flying out there, bud.
It does fly in here. You ready for the moment of truth?
I am ready for the moment of truth.
All right, so top side looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The bottom side doesn't look bad at all.
No.
We're not even cutting that one.
No.
We got a little bit of a high spot right there. You see it? How it's on the other side?
Yep.
Actually, I think our two outside ones are good. I think it's our two
It's the inside ones, yeah. The inside ones, you're cutting at a steeper angle, if that makes sense. And that's where it, remember how I told you it kind of chickened me, I was chickening out on it? That's what's got us.
We're good top and bottom, but
Right there's the belly, and then up. Yeah.
Let me see if I can remark that, maybe.
Yeah, we can try to remark it, or I mean, I can definitely see the belly in that one.
Everything else
never
works
did.
out pretty good though. Just not much to mark, to be honest with you.
No.
Yep.
Yep. That was the first one I chickened out on. I went a little bit more daringly on this one over here. That one I had to recut once.
Ironically, I think that was closer.
Yeah. Huh. Well, somebody had a bad line on that one then.
Bad line.
Yeah.
Well, I still see my crooked lines. At least you didn't cut it.
No, I didn't cut the crooked line, so now I'm going after the crooked line, huh?
I think it's a little too much to grind, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit there, yeah.
All right.
I can fire the torch up.
Yeah, you can really see it on that one, can't you?
Yeah, that one's not where you can see it. Which, this one here, I had it right here. So I went in right here, you can see, and then I went down to here.
Yeah.
But I guess I should have.
Well,
All right, I'll trim that off and,
it's better to find it now than whenever it's up here.
yeah, true.
You
Right.
ready for the moment of truth?
Let's see how good old LA done.
No, I said I was gonna sit
Hey, there's a lot of cutting, there's a lot of notching, there's a lot of mathing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
There's no mapping, just push it up on there.
Just put, go ahead, push, be my guest, push it up. How'd that go? Terrible, yeah.
Bad
All right,
idea, huh?
see if you're man enough to hold this camera while we do it.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready. Push it as hard as you can.
Which way do you want to go first? You want to go in?
Well, I was wondering if I
Try to
could
move.
this. Hey, you're not even paying attention. I was wondering if I could hinge this end around, and then wouldn't kind of take it that way as I hinge it around.
Which way do I need to have the jack then, you think?
Well, that's a great question.
I'll use 45.
There you go.
Okay, push it, muscles. They can't. You can't blame it on me. I'm the cameraman over here.
Cameraman?
Yeah.
All right.
How about like that? What?
I'm just thinking.
Oh, all right.
In our mind, it still works.
Yes.
In reality, we.
Don't know.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Good.
Yeah.
You missed some pebbles.
There you go.
2.5 inch.
Think we can get it up now?
I think we go up and in.
All right.
We go up together.
Am I clear?
Yeah, you're clear.
Heavy?
All right, so we need to get it up over top of our plates there now. About another inch. All right, you're clear. I'm gonna go in slow. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Needs to come back towards me about 3/4 of an inch.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm just a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I'm in back here. I'll go down just a shade. Okay. Now.
Can I come down a little bit? I don't know if we can get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we can push in.
Ready?
Yep.
Let me see, are we hitting something? Go up just a shade. Just a shade. Okay, that's good. Ready?
Yep.
No! Towards you and in if possible. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, we're so close. It is so close. All right, hold up. All right, guys, we were close. Everything's looking pretty good. We need to go forward about another 2.5, 3 inches. We got a little bit of interference with one bolt right here. Aaron's gonna cut it off real quick. The bolt don't go anywhere, it just goes through that plate, and that's the end of it. So we're gonna make quick work of that thing. Got our bolt cut off. We're gonna reposition our floor jack. We need to rotate slightly in your way, correct?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? All right. What do you think, man, behind the scenes?
It's gonna work.
I sure changed the look of this beauty, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
All right, so we got her up here. It's not exactly where it needs to go, but it is really, 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 really close. We got just a few little things to trim. You guys can tell that gap looks really nice.
All the way around.
all the way around. This one back here, it's not bad. We got to trim a little off the start and a little off the back quarter back there and get it sucked in, which the tape measure agrees with this, that the back end needs to go in a little bit, so that's good. One obstacle we got to overcome is the hydraulic motor is now on the back, which is this guy right here. Those hoses run up through that hole, and on an excavator they will run through the frame right there. We cannot run through the frame right there because we got a fuel tank right there. But I think we're going to take advantage of having this pipe we cut off. We're going to bring our hoses out right here and loop into this hole right here. Not ideal to have them out there in the open, but this is a tile plow, not a bulldozer. I think they'll be fine.
And you can make it a bulldozer.
Famous last words, I think they'll be fine, right? We did some measuring back here. These finals do stick back a little bit farther, but from what we can tell, they're gonna miss the plow. And this is the obvious reason, guys, why those other ones are on the other way. That other final stuck way out here, and it had the drive motor that stuck way out here. There's no way that was gonna work, but with this setup, we can make it work just fine. You know what I think the next step needs to be, Aaron, before we tack this off? I think we need to make a little trip to CNC equipment, pick our tracks up and confirm some measurements on that.
Yeah.
So we got everything marked. We need to grind to weld.
Yep.
I think we pump the brakes on this, hop in the truck in the morning and tug off to CNC equipment.
And then, does that mean I can get my new diamond equipment, huh? I lost it. I need a new one.
You will be able to see Bob tomorrow and you can negotiate with Bob.
Yeah. He's owed me, Bob's owed me a hat for about 6 months now, and I still ain't got it.
You got one on your head.
This is my work hat. I need a going out hat.
Hey, I bought a new excavator and still didn't get a hat. I don't know if that's true or not. I may have made that up, but.
You know what? I'm gonna start dealing with Dave.
All right.
Mark, I mean Bob.
We'll see you guys in the morning. We're going on a road trip. Well, hey, man, Monsign's.
Tracks. Most importantly, I want to inspect these welds. After I seen a little video, I think we need to do a QC inspection on these welds.
Maybe that's why nobody's here today, is because
video
oh look who shows up.
Oh,
it's wannabe Dirt Perfect.
Mr. DP.
it's wannabe Dirt Perfect.
Pepsi, Mr. DP. Hey, or, you know.
Are you guys here to?
So did you paint these? I see a lot of spots that are missed.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yep. Yep.
So if you guys haven't seen Clint's video yet, Mr. Smarty over here decided he wanted to act like Dirt Perfect. So what did you act like whenever we showed up?
I think I nailed it.
Well, I'm acting like a QC inspector right now.
Oh, I thought you were OSHA. Did you switch on me?
Oh, OSHA for when I go.
Oh, OSHA's on that side of the building. QC's on this side. Got it.
Yeah.
I don't work here.
So that must have been the weld where he lifted his head.
Yep.
Yeah. He should have kept his head down on the weld, watching what he was doing.
Well, the main question is, you think this is going to give Bigfoot a little more bite?
Was this a Friday job, a Monday job, a Wednesday job?
It was
a Friday.
Definitely a Friday.
Oh man, I'm hoping all the pads are in the right spot.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the main master welder.
I think that's little Aaron right
We
there.
got the master welder for me.
He's shaking his head. He's going to keep going.
Yeah, you better watch out. That's a board now.
All right. Well, we got a racetrack to get to. We're going to try to get these on trailer. Boy, that's going to transform our Bigfoot, ain't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And all of our, look at this kid right here. We might just have,
he's sucking up.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where yours is at.
All right. Got mine. Yeah, it's in the truck.
All right, well, we got to make a quick little detour before we head back to Derby to see if these fit. Jeff's racing close by.
Yes.
I think we should go check it out, right?
That's right.
All right, you boys want to head to the racetrack?
Wash that off and put it on my pack.
Yeah. Yeah, we're ready to hit the track.
Let's do it.
Hey, don't let him get under your skin, okay?
Because the star's over here. You're looking at the camera.
All right, guys, Brian with Dirt Grading Steel there. This was the night we had Clash of the Champions for the National Equipment League at the racetrack between Brian and myself. Unfortunately, I was crazy busy, didn't get a whole lot of video of it, but there is a full video posted on the Hyundai America's channel. I will link it down below. It is worth your time to go watch. I promise you won't be disappointed, so go check it out. All right, boys and girls, we have amassed quite the pile of parts here. Let me kind of explain to you the thought process behind all that. Let's start with the track frames and the final drive. So I've yet to get you guys some good video of that, so we'll do it now. This is the final drives we took off this thing, and as you guys can tell, they are starkly different or vastly different than those over there. So this is an old school final drive. I don't know the exact year on this. I'm gonna guess somewhere in the 70s, but the reality of it is they did not have the technology or the engineering at that time. It was getting close, but it wasn't there yet to have this hydraulic motor incorporated into that final drive. And they did not want to take this motor and mount it right there for obvious reasons. It was going to be at risk of getting hit or damaged or who knows what. Especially this was on an excavator. You could easily reach down with the bucket, scoop up and grab this motor right here. So simple quick fix for those is they just took a couple gears and basically kind of relocated that thing to where it tucked up inside the track frame and protected that, and it kind of solved the problem of this thing being in the way, because on these excavators especially, they had to be hydraulic drive because there was no good way to get a mechanical power down to them. From there, they drove a planetary over here, which is pretty similar to what we still use today. Now, this is the obvious reason why these track frames were on what you guys call backwards, is because if they were on this way with the drive in the back, the plow would hit that. There would be no clearance there whatsoever. We'll look at that when we get a little closer into the shop. Some other major differences you guys can tell, these are flat on top, a very small gap in between. These are all kind of what you'd kind of call self-cleaning, slanted. I'll be honest with you guys, the ones that are tight like this, I still don't know if that is a bad design, because there's actually nothing to clean. There's not a whole lot of dirt that gets up in there because the rail runs really close to that top rail, so it keeps stuff from falling in there. And then when a little bit of stuff does fall in there, the track of the rail cleans off as you track. I also like on that track frame, they basically used a bottom roller for a top roller, which makes it very simple. All the rollers are the same, and those bottom rollers, even though they're a little bit more expensive, they are a little bit more durable. So, all right, let's go to the modern track frame. We kind of talked about the differences of the frame itself, of how they're built. It gives you a lot more clearance in there. It does help keep the rollers a little freer from getting bound up and different things like that. They're also built a lot this way because the subframes of the excavators changed a lot, and they were able to kind of incorporate that in all together, because this here sloped up mounted the turntable. This here has always had some sort of cross members welded down low, and then the turntable kind of set on that floor in between the two of them right there. But here is the major difference, is this hydraulic motor is now incorporated directly into that final drive. Whenever you put this cover on here, you can see that does not stick out any farther than the track frame whatsoever, which will allow us to turn this around the other way and put it on the preferred way instead of the unpreferred way. Now, I will say this plow has put in millions of feet of pipe with those final drives on there the way they were, and they have made 3 different owners, one being myself, a whole lot of money. So even though it wasn't ideal, it did work. And it's hard telling how many hours or how many track miles that machine has on it in that configuration. So we did get some good out of it. So all right, let's move on to the tracks. This here is one of those. I think you could go about 10 or 15 different ways. I kind of explained why we went the way we did. What was on there before was triple grouser pads, which was probably off the old excavator. They come in and welded in a riser bar or a grouser bar every other pad. I don't know, that's probably about an inch and a half tall. Not ideal, but it did help with traction some. This is the new setup we're going with. We are going to alternate between a single grouser pad with 2 ice picks, a triple grouser pad, no ice picks, single grouser pad, ice pick, back to a triple grouser, nothing, back to a double single grouser, double ice pick, single grouser pad. Now, here is the science behind that to some degree. These tracks are kind of spec'd for the conditions we're going to encounter here. So if you guys are plowing somewhere else, it may not make a whole lot of sense. So here is the thought process. If we went single grouser pads all the way around this thing and then welded ice picks on, when we get into really muddy conditions or that slimy on top conditions like that river mud, we're going to be penetrating and trying to slide that top too many times. So what we're able to do with this, one, whenever these guys dig into the ground, hopefully these don't really touch a whole lot, and this whole contact patch right here still has friction down below to help propel us forward. And then we're alternating where we punch it at, so we never completely break the plane at that down below. So we kind of always got something good to pull against. So that should help us in that situation quite a bit. If you got that single grouser pad in between every time, you're just going to basically be cutting that, and you're losing basically the coefficient of friction in between those, and it gives you nothing to pull against. Even if it's just a little bit's a lot whenever you got a 16-foot track on the ground, and it might just be the difference maker. There's so many times where we're like just this close to pulling it, and this should help us out quite a bit. Now, a lot of guys, what they do is they just take this track pad completely out and don't even run it, and that allows them to get a lot more pressure on this one and this one to really get them sunk in the ground. We end up going with a triple grouser right here because I'm afraid we're going to get into some of these situations where the ground is just too wet, and I'd like to have that pad there for a little bit of flotation. We've also went from a 36-inch pad to a 32-inch pad. We're going to lose a little bit of flotation, but we also gain that back in ground pressure weight, which ground pressure weight should equal traction in this scenario. So this is for the super muddy, sloppy conditions. This is for the I'm kind of slimy on top and I need some good bite conditions, is what these guys are for. Also, by skipping one right here, that should allow these tracks to clean out really nice and then not get solid mud where you don't have the fresh cleat going into the ground every time. Hopefully they'll stay a little bit cleaner. So now, if we run in hard, dry conditions, these are going to absolutely suck. For a couple different reasons. We are probably going to be lacking traction in that scenario because these guys aren't going to be able to engage in the ground. They're just going to be sliding across the top. That's actually where a straight up triple grouser pad would be ideal, because you'd have that much more track on the ground. At that point, you just need friction to grab the ground. You don't really need to dig in because you can't penetrate. And these guys are going to ride rough. There's no way around it. These guys are going to ride rough. If those ice picks are not able to engage the ground, it's going to be a rough ride. But that is the least of the scenarios we encounter. Our most likely scenarios, that slimy layer on top, which is what we went for first. Our second likely scenario is this absolute slop and mud, which is why we went with the triple grouser in between for a little bit of flotation. And then we're just gonna have to deal for the hard ground scenario. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Weight is traction, but adding weight to the machine will help, but it's actually the amount of weight you apply where the machine hits the ground. And by lessening the amount of machine that hits the ground, you're also increasing the weight of your traction point. Hopefully I explained that well. So there's a couple different ways to change your equation there a little bit, and hopefully this setup will allow us to be a little bit of a chameleon and change it in a few different ways. So we'll jump in the shop here real quick, and one thing we were super concerned about is the way these track frames are made was whenever we lay that track up on here is to make sure that track don't interfere with this. The old track was about 1 inch off this, which is not horrible because it really helps keep that clean and keeps a bunch of stuff from getting down in there. It looks like we're gonna be about 1.5 inches. So we're gonna be right on about that same area. And that track frame, that final drive is gonna come back and sit right here. So you can obviously tell there is no room for that motor to go right there. It just wasn't gonna work, which is why they turned those track frames around and put them on there the other way. So we have cleared a tremendous amount of hurdles in this video. We figured out how to get them mounted. We got it mocked up there, made sure everything was gonna work. I'm glad we got the tracks here just to confirm some measurements off of them, and I believe they're gonna work as well. A lot of you guys that are big time tile guys, you're gonna wanna know why we're not gonna lengthen the track frames on these. A lot of your tile guys do longer track frames so they can get more pads in the ground, which again does help in some scenarios, but it's that give and take a little bit. But these are actually 6 inches longer than what was on there before, and we can only lengthen these about maybe another foot at the most. I just don't think that's worth the work for what we're going to gain. So, all right. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. We got the other track frame up here outside. I don't know how fast we're going to be back on this. The weather is actually looking a little better for next week, so I'm hoping we're back out on the job working. But it's nice to kind of have a head start on this, even though it wasn't on the schedule. But the next thing we'll probably do is raise this back up, get it tacked off, get it into place. I think before we go full commit to weld on it, we're probably going to come around to this side and get this track frame tacked up there in place so we can cross measure, double check, triple check, and make sure everything's good to go. But this is going to be a whole new machine when we're done. So, all right, how's the wrap on this one, guys? Looks like I got a bicycle chain to fix over here, and I think we're going to head back to the racetrack tonight and watch Jeff run again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the next one. If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors Map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.